You know that feeling when you open the Arc Raiders skill tree and you've got all those icons to pick from, and then you just slam points into whatever you can because you might not exactly know what you're doing? Yeah, we're not doing that today. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact skill tree that I'm using right now, the one that you're seeing on screen. And conditioning at 23, mobility at 21, and survival at 32. This isn't a meme one-trick build that chases a single flashy perk at the very top. This is a true all-rounder that works solo or in a squad, with free kits or endgame gear, and it does it without touching those super expensive 36-point capstone skills in any tree. By the end of the video, you'll know why this spread works so well, how each branch supports the other, and how to spend your points step by step to end up with something very close to this. Now, I didn't want to release this video at the start of Arc Raiders. You saw all the best skill tree guides. How do we know? People were chasing the end cap points for security breach. It got nerfed. This is honestly the perfect all-rounder for PvP, for looting, for that stamina, vaulting, staying alive once you're downed. So stick with me, we're going to try and get through this as quick as possible. And obviously I can appreciate you've already started to fill your skill trees. So this will work well if you go to Prestige and reset your account. Aim for a build like this. It's going to make your raids much better. So let's get into it. So as you can see, you head over to your radar and into your skill tree. This is my setup, as we've said: survival 32, mobility 21, and conditioning 23. Now, you've probably seen the videos pushing you to get to the likes of security breach. Well, this has recently had a nerf, and we try to set up, as we usually play in a duo or a trio, that even if one of us has it, great, you can share the loot. Not everybody needs it. I would not go for this on any particular build. If you are a solo player, the build that I currently have is perfect, because in survival, agile croucher, obviously you're coming close to an enemy, you can move much quicker while crouched to encroach on them. And then revitalizing squat, so whilst crouch, your stamina is increased. Solo players, this one's mainly for you. If you see people walking past, they might have teamed up. You know you're going to be at roughly full stamina before you get into any engagement. And then looter's instinct, faster looting, much better. You can quickly loot, grab what you need, and move on to the next area. In raid crafting, now I don't really use this all that often. I bring plenty of kit in, but when those clutch moments come, you've been in constant fights, you've ran through your resources, it is ideal for you to have the ability to craft the bandage, to craft the shield recharger. So I put it into in-round crafting. I've not touched good as new. While healing under effect, stamina regeneration is increased. You'll see why, because the mobility and conditioning also helps with this. What you've got to understand is that some of the skills actually contradict each other, but also they help build compared to actually picking that same skill. And then suffer in silence. Whilst critically hurt, your movement makes less noise. So if you're downed and you're trying to push to an extract, you can then go and hide in a tree without making too much noise. Now this is the big one, broad shoulders. Now, you've got your augments. You might be running a light augment with like 45 kilo carry capacity. At least with broad shoulders, it increases that weight just that little bit, reduces the chances of becoming over encumbered. And then lastly, looter's luck. Chance to reveal twice as many items at once. Great if you're trying to search for those needed items, say for your expedition, and trying to get out of Speranza. And then we're going to move into mobility. Nimble climber, must be 5 out of 5. You can climb and vault more quickly. This allows you to obviously get out of sticky situations, engage on an enemy that, say, is behind cover or up in an area. Make sure that you can move quick and vault quickly. Slip and slide. Now, please don't put 5 into this. And I called this with one of my friends that I play with. You might be somebody that likes to, slide or crouch into a gunfight. My friend has actually ended up sliding off ledges with this exact skill. So I've only put 1 into that just to open up this branch. And then sturdy ankles, you take less fall damage when falling from a non-lethal height. Obviously, I'm not too worried about this because you can obviously press spacebar and latch onto things and grab onto things. So it's much easier, stick 1 in to then open up calming stroll. Whilst you're walking, your stamina regenerates as if you were standing still. So vital. I would actually say stamina is the biggest killer in this game. And then we carry on over to carry the momentum. After a sprint dodge roll, sprinting does not consume stamina for a short time. This is great if you need to try and get out of a gunfight. You've been hit, your shields might be broken, so if you're sprinting away and you're dodging, it obviously doesn't consume stamina. Effortless roll, dodge rolls cost less stamina. So as you can see, we've built a tree here that is so focused on not using stamina. Moving around costs less. Increase your max stamina. You get more stamina when doing a sprint dodge roll. Dodge rolls cost less stamina. But then as you can see, when we go over here, wearing a shield doesn't slow you down as much. It keeps you nimble because obviously you still want to climb and vault more quickly. And then obviously over here, broad shoulders, it all ties in together to make sure that you're utilizing each skill point. Blastborn, your hearing is less effective. I just put one in there. I'm not too worried. You can still see, so it's fine. But making less noise whilst breaching is good if you're an avid looter, and then breaching doors and containers takes less time. Proficient Prior obviously then goes over to obviously Looter's Instincts. When searching a container, looters reveal faster. So if you're matching those two up, it obviously makes quick for looting. And then Fight or Flight. When you're hurt in combat, regain is fixed. The amount of stamina has a cooldown between uses. So if you're getting hurt, your stamina is a fixed amount. You're going to regain it. That helps tie into all the stamina points that you're gaining from this. Survivor Stamina, once again, similar to this. And then a little extra, breaching an object generates resources. Now don't sleep on this. Anything that you breach will drop like metal parts, plastic parts, things like that. Great for your resources to obviously put into your expedition. And then loaded arms. Your equipped weapon has less impact on your encumbrance. Great. We're building something that allows you to carry more weight, doesn't slow you down, max stamina. And then downed but determined. When you're downed, it takes longer before you collapse. This is ideal if you're in a squad, you get downed, you can just sit there, let your team try and mop up, and then get the revive in, or even crawl to extract. And then this ties in a little bit with the down but determined. You take less damage. So, you know, people try and finish you off on the ground, you're obviously going to take less damage. So this skill tree is absolutely perfect. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly show you some footage of stamina regen in gunfights, moving, vaulting, things like that. So if I would, guys, I would honestly give this a run. We've been up to nearly 2 million coins. We can wipe squads and things like that. I'm not too worried about the PvP. I like this game for its lore, its base mechanics, its cinematics. But we are PvPers. We love PvP. So give this one a run. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you have any questions, any issues, and I'll be doing another one once I reset, because I want to trial some of the builds once we do our wipe. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been XP. I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy. I'll be able to shoot him from above here. Coming to you. So as you can see here, my stamina bar has only just been used. I've got a bag full of loot. I'm a little bit heavy, trying to find these cooling fangs for my expedition. But as you can see, stamina is only just starting to be engaged. But look at what happens to the stamina bar as we get into fights, as we crouch, as we move. This is what I'm on about by utilizing your skill tree. Get outside that door. One dead outside and then one dead up here. Right behind the counter, mate, up there. I'm going to flank right. He's got no shield. Got him. Another one. He's right behind the counter there.
Another one here.
Push with me. Got him anyway. That's 2 down then. Just don't let him call down. Both dead. Yeah, it sounds below. Having a fight below. Coming up the ladders now.
Pushing back to it.
Gonna let him. Got 2. 2 dead. More ladders.
Yep.
Got another one. One more. I'm nearly cracked.
Pushing it.
Got him as well. I really need to heal. So as you can see in those gunfights, whilst engaging crouch, staying behind cover, but sprinting a slightly bit heavy, the stamina bar doesn't ever affect me. So I'm not worrying about that I need to regen stem, try and rotate and get a flank. I'm always going to have the stamina. So I hope this guide helps. Just showing you a case of what the skill tree does. Like I say, the main priority is your stamina, moving nimbly, crouching, all of the above. Let me know how you get on, and happy raiding.